What's going on, guys? For everybody who does know, who saw me on Twitter and all my personal friends, they know I was flipping the fuck out when this happened. If this video gets down, even for two reasons: one, it's taken down because I'm not supposed to talk about this, or two, because I'm showing gameplay of Infinite Warfare and all this stuff, and I'm gonna get taken down because I'm not a big channel. But anyways, what happened is I got to go to Call of Duty XP, as I've talked about a lot recently because I was really happy about it. And I got to play the new Infinity War Zombies. Sorry, I do not have gameplay of that. I was not allowed to record. I don't think anybody was, to be honest, to record it. And anybody who was still isn't allowed to post it. So, long story short, they had Easter eggs within the Zombies mode. And they had Pack-a-Punch in it. I don't quite remember if it was called Pack-a-Punch because I was in a really hype station when it happened. And me and all the guys were flipping the fuck out because we did it. So, I got in line to play the Zombies mode for my first time. The very first time ever playing it. My uncle was out seeing family because I went there with my uncle. So, I was wandering around Call of XP of my own. Since I was a solo player, they grouped you up in the groups of 4 people. And they matched you together and then you played. You got 15 minutes. You did not get to play till you lived or till you died. That was really disappointing. I wanted to keep playing. But long story short, they had us 4 do it. And I was talking to one of the dudes and he told me that he was the first person in the world to find out how to do the Pack-a-Punch. I didn't believe him that much at first until we got into the game. We got into the game. He was the first group in the world to do it. He did it with a bunch of friends, but he was the one who figured it out. But he wasn't 100% sure on how to do it. We're still not, but we know the main idea of how to do it. So we got into the game. We went around and we bought a bunch of doors and everything. And the doors were really kind of weird. I'll go more into a more video on how the game played, how it was and shit in a future video. But anyways, once we got through it, there was a big teleporter that you see in the trailer. I'm going to try to put a photo of it right now up if I can. If I can't find one, then I'm sorry, guys. But there was a huge teleporter. And what you could do is you could only go in the teleporter one way. If you went in one side, it would take you out the other side. But you couldn't go out the second side and go on the first side. It was a one-way thing. And they had lights around them set up in a certain order. And we found out if you fuck with the light patterns for long enough time, you can get it to where it would teleport you into a room. And in this room, there was the Pack-a-Punch. And when we got into it, our screen lit up around the outside. There was little tiny lights on it, and then the little dudes who were running the computer next to us, watching us, came up and congratulated us. So congratulations guys, you're the second team in the world to figure out how to Pack-a-Punch. Nobody else has figured it out. Me being all hyped up, I was all gentled up because I love zombies, and I was like, this is fucking awesome. And I was like, do we get anything? He goes, sadly no. So I was really bummed about that, but anyways, we got it. So what we had to do is, so you'll see the big teleporter if I can find a photo. There was a light pattern. We're not 100% sure on how to do it. We had to mix them around for each game that we played, and you could get into it, and then once you would teleport through, it would bring you to a special room, kind of like how on Kino did, how you would teleport, and it would take you to a Pack-a-Punch room up in a little recording box. But it's not in the recording box. It's not the only place that teleporter takes you. It was kind of hard to explain how we did it, guys. So anyways, all we know is we had to mess with the lights, travel through the teleporters in a certain order. We had to do it every time in the same order. I don't quite know the names of the areas, so I can't really explain it to you guys, but I'm sure as soon as the game drops, day 1, I'm going to be up staying super late, and I want to get it out and record it for you guys best as possible. But anyways, we had to mess around with it in a weird order that we had to do every single time and open the Pack-a-Punch. Sadly, when we got to the Pack-a-Punch, we saved up the second time we played because we wanted the Pack-a-Punch. We saved up, it was $5,000 just like normal, and we went to the machine. I do not have a photo of it, but the best way I can describe it is, I'll try to find photos of that too, but on Advanced Warfare, there was the Exo Zombies, I think it was called. The Exo Zombies had the random box, which was a 3D printer machine. It looked like a mixture of the 3D printer machine, the whole side, how you could see the whole glass case and you could see your weapon in it spinning. It was like that, but it had the gears of Pack-a-Punch, but it was one of those, you could see where the handle would pop it open and it would flip open and you would be able to put shit into it. And so It was kind of weird. So it looked like the 3D printer machine from Advanced Warfare, the random box, and an iron lung. Like if you combined those two, that's what it basically looked like. It was a really odd thing. So we saved up. We went to Pack-a-Punch. Super, super, super happy. Went to it and it said available coming soon. And then our hearts sunk. We realized we did all this and then we couldn't Pack-a-Punch. We were the second team in the world to open the Pack-a-Punch. Nobody else can say that. Nobody else can do anything. If you don't believe me, I tweeted about it like crazy on Twitter when I got it. If you look, I even fucked up on the Twitter. Instead of putting I was just the second team in the world, I put the second team in the world to open the Pack-a-Punch on Infinite Warfare Zombies. Because I was so like hyped up about it. I was amazed. But anyways, we couldn't do it. So not only did they put a 15-minute cap on the game, which really sucked, they limited it down to 15 minutes. Sorry if you guys heard my phone. They limited it down to 15 minutes and you couldn't Pack-a-Punch. It was cut out. So they cut out a bunch of the Easter eggs. So we end up talking to one of the producer, developer, watcher dudes. I don't know, the guys who run the monitors. When he went on a lunch break, me and that kid, like, 'cause he went off right after we finished. And we went and we ate with him and talked to him. And he was telling us about how there was 2 Easter eggs in the game. There was only those 2. So we made sure the second time to get onto that. And he told us that the second Easter egg, nobody's found. So we found that Easter egg. So when we got to do the Easter egg, it was basically, I hope I can find it somewhere online. I'll try to explain it as best as possible. It was basically like, you know, if you go to a fair and there's a sign, it says you must be this tall. And like it has the little clown and the person that's hand sticking out. It was like that, but it was a little cardboard cutout of an alien dude, and he had like a ray gun thing. It looked like a ray gun, but it wasn't the ray gun from Treyarch Zombies. It didn't look anything like that. It looked like kind of like a Flash Gordon ray gun. Like it was really weird. And so it had that in a glass case, and it had 3 empty spots for us to find objects and put it in. Apparently nobody found that one out. Nobody found out how to get it. Nobody even knew you could interact with it. But we found out once you go in the very first room, there's a robot that goes around, like a little drone. It goes around in the room. I promise, guys, I'll talk about this more in better detail in a future video. I just need to get this out because I never talked about it. So there's this robot. At some point, that one kid I was working with, I really wish I knew his name. I really wish I could talk with him and have us both talk about it. I'm sure if we were both talking about it, it'd be a lot better. But it was me, him, and 2 other random people. So when we did it, he ended up either destroying that robot or getting that robot to be destroyed. I don't know what happened, but anyways, once it happened, we were able to pick up the head the same way as normal, go up to it, press the square button or X, whatever game you're on, and it would pick up the head, and you could go put it in the little display box. Sorry if you guys heard my Skype, but you could go and put it in one of the empty little slots on the cardboard cutout. So I found that one. We broke it down and we got the head and put it in it, and it put in there, and it made like a little sound. The dude talked or whatever. Then the second time, he found a little metal shaft. He found it kind of by where the you've seen in the trailer of an alligator head type thing, the thing that closes with the jaws. That thing is a fucking trap. It is terrible. But anyways, that thing, we found it kind of by, if you're looking the same way he is on the right side of it, it was a little kind of like a metal pipe type deal, and that went into it. At least that's what it looked like to me. It might have a better purpose and easier to explain later. But anyways, it was this metal pipe they wouldn't put it in. The third thing we did not find. Our time limit ran out sadly, and I did not end up playing with that guy again. I didn't see him the last day of COD XP, and then the last day of COD XP I came really late, and they were closing down everything for a championship, sadly, because I wanted to figure that out. Because from my understanding, nobody figured that one out. And so, god damn it, I'm getting a phone call. But anyways, all that stuff's going on. Alright, sorry guys, I had to answer that phone call. So anyways, we did not figure that part out, and it really, like, upset me. But if someone else knows about this in the community, it'd be really cool if they could go, god damn it, fucking people keep texting me. God, so if they could figure that out, that'd be really cool. You guys probably heard I just threw my phone across the room. But anyways, please share this with people. I want this to get out because, as you can tell, I'm a really small YouTuber. Share it on Facebook, Twitter, send it to people because I want people to see this. I want the bigger channels to see this so I can try to explain, hopefully reach that one dude that I worked with. I don't know his name or whatever, but I would know like him if I spoke with him. So anyways, guys, thank you for watching this. I'll have a new video coming up explaining the zombies in a lot more detail, because I played mostly that and Infinite Warfare Remastered, which I'm going to make a video on that too. Alright guys, peace out. The video goes down, I'll try to remake this video. I might do a different video in the background. Hopefully I don't get copyrighted for this. But anyways guys, have a good one. I'll probably post one up talking about the multiplayer too for this, so everybody's interested, because it was a lot of fun. Alright guys, have a good one. I know I said that enough, but I'm out.